Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Okay, chill, stop. Pull it back. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys being here. If you're not used to my sing-song attitude, it's probably because you don't stay for the bloopers, because that's normally where you see it. And this time I might leave in the front, because I gotta grab you guys and pull you in so that you become attached to me and you promise never to leave me. Hi, my name is Candace, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer or a new subscriber, thank you so much. I'd be nowhere without you. Yeah, man. So I am hyped. I'm a little bit hyped. My hair's dead, whatever. In today's video, I will be reviewing for you guys another Nora Roberts novel. I know, oh my God, the same author? Candace? No, she would never review the same author multiple times in a quick succession. Shut up. This Nora Roberts novel I did mention in my last Nora Roberts review, which was for Public Secrets. You can find it a few videos below. Not many, because I don't have a lot of content to put out right now, so shush it. But this novel was also one of my favorites by her, and it is called Honest Illusions. And there's so much, I'm like so hyped to get into this because there's so much in this book that just like, you know, it just called me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you read a novel that has like an outlandish plot, but it's like good outlandish, and you like find yourself wishing that could be your life, even though it's completely unrealistic. I mean, it's probably not completely unrealistic because it is set like in New Orleans, and so I feel like kind of anything goes in New Orleans, you know what I mean? Except for prostitution. Maybe prostitution? Is prostitution legal in New Orleans? No, I don't think so, right? No, I don't think that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna get off this video and immediately look up prostitution. I promise I'm not weird. It's a lie. So this book has 492 pages. For Kindle and Nook, it is available at the current price of $7.99. The mass market paperback for this book is only $7.89. So, I mean, if you're an exclusively Kindle reader or an exclusive ebook reader in general, and you don't own physical copies of books, then obviously it's a no-brainer. You buy the ebook version, you're set, you're good to go, right? For me personally, I read both on my Kindle Paperwhite and I read physical books. Usually what I used to do was just buy the physical book, and even if it was crap, I would trade it in for credit someplace, or I would sell it or whatever if I didn't like the book. But in my more mature and, you know, whatever years, a lot of times I will read it on my Kindle first because it's usually cheaper on the Kindle. I'll read it there first. I'll download it for a couple bucks. And then if I really like it, I'll go out and I'll buy the paperback or the hardcover book if it's not available in paperback. Or I'll see if I can find it used somewhere. But so I own a physical copy of the book and I'll add it to my collection. This is not my collection. I wish this was my collection because look at all those books. Look at all those books. But no, this is a backdrop. Thank you to my sister for this backdrop. You're the bomb. So this, obviously, as you can tell from the cover, can you see these lines? Can you see, look at this travesty. Look at the spine. Tragic. This book has been read so many times that, look, it's starting to come out of the the glue. The pages are starting to come out the glue. This book, I have it with this cover. I believe it has had several revamping of covers over the years. This book was originally published in God knows when. Let me see if I see any. My earlier videos, I would put like the first publication date in the video. I kind of fell off doing that because who gives a shit? Copyright 1992. It's 2020. Do that math. Have a panic attack. Okay. So this cover is the one that I have. There have been several revamped covers. I will show them here. Maybe here. I don't know. You'll see them pop up someplace. And this book, oh man, I can't. This is a standalone novel. It is not part of a series. It is one of her older standalone novels. It's along the same lines as one of my previous videos for Public Secrets, The Reef, Midnight Bayou, like a lot of her other books that are just standalone novels that have like, you're like one and done, and it's just, it has everything. It has everything. It has romance. It has mystery. It has murder. It has mayhem. It has sex. So this standalone novel is probably, again, another one of my favorites by her. I love Nora Roberts. I love her so much. The last video that I uploaded when I did the Nora Roberts review, I tagged her. She didn't retweet me or anything, but that's fine. No hard feelings. I still love you. You are the best. But hopefully if I do enough, I'll get on the map. She'll see my face. She'll know who I am. Then she'll start tweeting me out and I get some more subscribers because I need subscribers. But this is one of my favorite books, and this book really pulls you into the story because it's just like a lot of her other standalone novels where you grow up with the characters. So the two main characters meet when they're very young, and then they kind of grow up in the same household. It's not like step-sibling porn because obviously they're not related. But it's like, you know, the father of this family takes this little boy in off the streets. He has a daughter who's about the same age as the little boy. They grow up in the beginning when they're kids. They're like, they hate each other. And then as they turn into teenagers, he starts seeing her as like a woman, and he's like, you know, and then she's like secretly in love with him throughout like most of the book, and then they finally get together and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so I'm gonna read you guys a blurb and then we'll break it down. This blurb is very short, like literally like one on Amazon, like a little itty bitty paragraph. So I don't know. I think I'll probably read the blurb that's on the back of here because it looks like it has more information. So it says, with Honest Illusions, national best-selling author Nora Roberts unveils a world where passion and mystery intertwine, where nothing is as it seems. The daughter of a world-renowned magician, Roxy Nouvelle, has inherited her father's talents and his penchant for jewel thievery. Into this colorful world comes Luke Callahan, conman, loner, lover. He's the escape artist who captures her heart and who keeps secrets that could send their house of cards tumbling. So this book has, like I said, it has, obviously it's a love story, it's a romance novel, but it also has elements of mystery. It has elements of betrayal and deceit and like, you know. So essentially the majority of the book takes place in New Orleans. The Nouvelle family does travel around, almost kind of like circus people, if you will. And they perform, they're magicians. They're a family of magicians. And they perform, you know, magic acts or whatever, while the father is also a jewel thief. So they use that as like their disguise or their ruse to get in with like the elite crowd so they can steal all their preciouses. So in walks Luke Callahan. He's like a young boy. He's like preteen or whatever. And he's like dazzled by this. He's had a really rough childhood, grew up on the streets, etc. And he sees a magic act by the father of the family, and he is just like dazzled by, like, he knows that magic is not real, like he gets it, but like he's just like, I have to be part of this world. But at the same time, he feels like very unloved, he feels very unwanted. So the father, who's a really big softy, takes him in, and he ends up joining the magic act as like a roadie type whatever, and then subsequently later on he gets into his own stuff where they start incorporating him and the daughter Roxanne into the act more as participants instead of just like backstage crew or setup or whatever. And then he goes on to, through adulthood, he goes on to be like, I don't know, like kind of like a wannabe Houdini, right? So he does like death-defying escape artist type magic tricks. So subsequently, while all of this is going on, he does end up falling for Roxanne, but then there's something like lurking in the background waiting to tear them apart. Not physically, obviously, but like, you know, insidiousness. So it has everything. It has everything. Mystery, intrigue, love, romance, you know, it's very cute. For the rating for this book, I will probably give it, I don't remember what I rated Public Secrets. I think it was like a 9. And I would probably give this book like an 8.5 because it was one of my favorites. And I don't know. Like, there's just something about Nora Roberts, like standalone novels that just really appealed to me. Maybe it was the time period in which I read them and like what was going on in my life during that period of time. And, you know, I think what you like and when you like it is pretty subjective in terms of reading material. You can be going through stuff in your life and you read a book and you identify with stuff in that book, and then 10 years later you're not in that place anymore and you go back and read it again and you're just like, what the hell? You know? Or vice versa, you know, like you're like, oh my God, like how did I not like this book 10 years ago and now it's amazing? You know, like it's fluid. Time is fluid. Everything's fluid. Yeah, so I would give this book an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my faves. I don't know. I like the idea of like thievery. Like, I don't know. I did go through a klepto phase as a kid or as a teenager, so maybe don't tell nobody. But I don't know, like novels that have like cat burglars and like you're a jewel thief or you're an art thief. Have you guys ever watched the show White Collar? What's that guy's name? Matt Bomber? Do you know who I'm talking about? Do you guys know who I'm talking about? What a hunk. He's like, so he's just so debonair and so like, anyway, so in that show, he's a white collar thief. Like he steals art and he forges, you know, manuscripts, and he's like a jewel thief. He's like, it's like the show version of books like this. Sweet Revenge is another Nora Roberts book that is along those lines. But that one I'm going to review too, because that one has like a lot of backstory, like Middle Eastern. She's like part Middle Eastern, and like her dad is like a Saudi prince or something, but he's a piece of shit. We'll get into it because I fucking love that book too. But for this book, buy it. It's $4 used on eBay. I'm not sure if the $4 is with the new covers or with this cover. I think you can get it both ways. I think it comes in different, both covers, all covers. Probably like $4 or $5. Do it. 8.5 out of 10 stars. And that's my opinion. You take that shit to the bank. Okay? I really thank you guys for joining me again for another video. If you would like to follow me on social media, I do have a Facebook group. I have an Instagram and a Twitter. They are all under variations of the phrase, what the smut. I will have them linked below in the description box, as well as put a little banner here for you. And if you like me and you like my videos, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on whatever videos you did like. Please leave me comments because I get hardly no comments. And I would love to know that you guys are there, not just lurking. Give me a comment, please. If you liked me and you like my videos in general, then please subscribe to my channel and share me with your friends, even if it's just a paid share or an individual video share on Facebook or wherever. I really appreciate the exposure. I'm trying to do this as a career at some point so that I don't have to work. I will see you guys in my next review. I love you so much. Bye. I'll be there in a minute, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Just so cute. With the slamming of the door. What bills you be paying in this house to be slamming that door? Okay, where was I? So in today's video, what was I saying before about new subscribers, new viewers? If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for checking me out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you haven't tuned out by now. I can't blame you if you have. I will blame you secretly, but publicly, I'll just be like, all right, well, fuck off then. Okay, no, that's rude. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Be nice to your viewers. Come on. 6. Okay, stop. Okay, you're getting cut. Cut. Okay. Something floating in front of my face again. What are you? And can you go away, please? This is usually where I click off. My little, I'm trying to preserve the battery because it's almost dead. So I've just decided, since I edit the videos anyway, I'm just gonna like slide on through my main video into the credits, into the bloopers. You know what I mean? Into the bloopers. So I know you guys, 90% of you guys are only here for the doof bloops. I understand. I am a hot mess. I accept this. If that is all you watch, I'm fine with it. Shit. What fucking time is it? Oh my goodness. I don't know what time it is. It's dark outside. When I came in here, it was light outside. I've been in here for a hot minute. But I do it for the cause. I do it for the cause. I did earlier in one of my previous videos promise you guys a J.R. Ward novel. And I know, pause, I know that you're thinking it's going to be Black Dagger Brotherhood, and we will get there, but here's the sitch, right? So I explained this in one of my previous videos. I had all of J.R. Ward's Black Dagger Brotherhood series in paperback. They looked fucking pristine. They were gorgeous. It was a gorgeous sight to behold. They got put in storage. They got destroyed. No use crying over spilt milk. It is what it is. I have to rebuy the entire series. I have 2 books left out of the series, neither one of which is the first in the series. And I'm trying to review books in order. So I had to reorder at least the first book. I actually did find on eBay like a nice set of like 7 or 8 books in that series. Not too pricey, so I bought them. They're on their way. And we'll get there. But if they don't come in time, I will probably review for you guys this monstrosity of thickness. Do you see? Pause. Pause. Do you see how big this book is? This is a hardcover book. Like, I don't even know if they make this in mass market paperback yet. They probably do because this came out a hot minute ago. But this is her Bourbon Kings. The Bourbon Kings is the name of the book. And it is part of the Bourbon Kings series. I believe it's like a trilogy. There's like 3 books. And this is the first one. So I do have that one. So if I decide to record again before my Black Dagger Brotherhood books get here, I will probably review that one first just because I have it on hand, but we shall see. We shall see. Don't come for me if you don't want to see that one instead of Black Dagger Brotherhood, because it is what it is. I do what I can with what I got. I got to work with what I got.